fellas, to another episode of Fandom Station. I'm your host Maverick, and this is my co-host Evil Deeds. Today we have a special guest, Rio, returning again for a second time.
Finally, after he ignored me the first two times, I tried to get him back on.
Yes, this time we finally decided let's get Rio on for sure.
I don't remember what I was doing the last time you invited me, but you texted me. I was going to text you back, and then I never could.
Uh, Last time was power ups. Remember? Was it power ups? No, it was not power ups. It was
It was characters
I,
that's side characters
Stole
that
the
stole the
show.
show.
yeah, spotlights on the characters. Yeah,
This
that's
would
the
be
one.
the perfect episode to do a part two for that, by the way.
I
Because
don't know.
we were
I
yesterday,
feel like
Rio. We was talking about Avatar, and we talked about
yeah.
how Toph just completely took Avatar, bro. Like
Yeah,
it wasn't even.
Yeah. I mean,
It
no,
speaking
no,
of
was.
Top did
Avatar,
good.
y'all seen
I don't think she took it, but she definitely was very.
She definitely
If it
took
was,
it. I
nah,
think
nah,
if we could compare
you got
sales
no, no,
between
no,
the
you
Avatar
got.
characters, it'd be number one Toph and number two Aang.
No, I would say Zuko. Zuko first,
No
then Aang,
one
then
cared
Top.
about Zuko like that.
What? People love Dante Basco.
Yeah, they love the voice actor, not the character.
No, no. Okay, real. Do you agree on this? That nobody cares about Zuko. I'll say like Zuko is one more popular than Aang when it comes to Avatar.
no.
Like
See,
I
everybody,
wouldn't say
like
that no one cared about Zuko, but there's never been a point in time where Zuko was stronger than Aang.
no, what?
it's the same. It's the same as It's the same as when 50 Cent was talking about Nick Cannon. And he was like, but nobody ever looked at him and thought, ooh, bars.
But no,
Like that's the
no, no,
same as Zuko. No one ever
no, no,
looked at
no.
him and thought, ooh, he him right now. Like no.
I'm not going to overlook this. You said we were talking about characters like that people care about, and then you brought power levels.
No, I'm not bringing up power levels.
No,
I'm
I'm talking
just
about real.
saying.
I'm talking about. Did you hear what he said?
Oh, you talking about real?
He said
Yeah.
Zuko. He's like. I don't think Zuko was ever stronger than Aang. I'm talking about. I think Zuko was more popular than Aang when it came to
I
logic.
just don't see it. I don't
It's
see
like I don't know.
Zuko being more popular.
Maybe don't listen to enough video essays. Wherever somebody wants to cite a character who had a redemption arc, it always goes back to okay. You want to go for
Because
Zuko?
he was the first. Toph didn't need a character arc to really make her.
Oh, all right, right, right. We're not talking about
Toph
who.
came in. Toph came in, and at
All
that
right, all right.
point, it wasn't
Okay, okay. We're not talking about
Avatar: The Last
we're
Airbender.
not talking
It
about
was
who's the best
Toph,
avatar.
the blind girl. Like
We're not talking about who's the best avatar character. All right.
I'm just saying, bro. Toph
I
took the
know
show.
you. I know you're passionate. You can. Nobody's gonna fight you on that. Nobody's gonna fight you on
You. He says that when he's the one that started the argument because he wanted to defend Zuko's honor.
Nobody starts an argument by themselves.
You.
You know what? That's a hard line. That's bullshit, but that's a hard line.
All right, that's why you just end it so nobody further questions what you're talking about. All right, I'm going after that prelude. I'm going to go into the news. Okay, new Spice and Wolf TV, not Spice and Wolf. New Spice and Wolf TV anime reveals 2024 debut, returning cast. I'm not sure either of you heard of
Still don't know what
Spice and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf is.
Yeah, Spice and Wolf is this old like light novel based anime that came out like 20 years ago. I just thought it was worth mentioning as getting I'm not sure if it's a remake or continuation, or just new anime. I just thought that was worth noting. Next thing, Konami establishes its own anime studio with the Yu-Gi-Oh 25th anniversary anime short. So now has its own.
Really?
Konami now has its own anime studio called Konami Animation, and they released a 6 minute, basically a proof of concept of what they can do with their animation of different Yu-Gi-Oh archetypes. I watched it; looks amazing. I'll probably show both of y'all later.
What's so sad, right? They aren't doing anything but Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Like that's it.
I mean,
Another thing owned by Konami. Like I see
Konami
Metal
also
Gear getting
Konami also
something.
has Konami also has like Castlevania, and that's super popular now.
Pennsylvania already has their show out though.
Yeah. I mean, just saying they're doing others. Well, you're saying this going forward, this kind of animation studio is probably not gonna do anything besides Yu-Gi-Oh.
For the most part. You think they
I'm not.
have a bunch of stuff that they're gonna just throw out?
I don't know. They have as you said, they have Castlevania and Michigan. So if they wanted to, they could make animations based on those as well.
Let me see the Konami games right now, because I would be highly surprised if they have anything as profitable as
Yeah. They also have eFootball, as I heard.
they did the Ninja Turtles collection. What the fuck?
Oh,
They own Eden Zero, or at least they have a game from them.
that's interesting.
But Eden Zero
I'm
already
really,
has an anime,
I don't
so
know. I don't know. Maybe I'll show. But I had to show you this anime because I was like, oh, yo, they. I'm not sure because they spend a lot of time on this, but like, or they're just that crack, but like, looks pretty good. But that's just one piece of news. What's next? Oh, Mario vs. Donkey Kong games overview trailer has been streamed. So have you heard of Mario vs. Donkey Kong yet?
I did see that they had another thing coming up,
Mm.
but I
Mario
never
vs.
watched
Donkey
the
Kong.
trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, Mario vs. Donkey Kong sounds like a game that should have been made like 20 years ago. It just seems like such a simple title, you know? So they were like
Wait,
making
it's
a game
never
called.
been a thing?
No, it's been a thing before. It's just like
Wait,
it's like original. That's like original Mario. I think was Mario vs. Donkey Kong,
yeah,
but not
Mario versus Donkey.
it just wasn't the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
just thought like it was like name a game Sonic versus Eggman. It's like Sonic fights Eggman all the time. I just
that
thought it was cool.
is. I wonder what this game is gonna be about.
Let you let them throw hands like they did in the Mario movie.
Oh, have we all
uh,
seen have we all seen the Mario movie?
I haven't. I've just seen that one first meme of Donkey Kong slamming Mario to the ground, and it's just a cut to a gorilla doing unsavory things to another gorilla.
I haven't seen that. I don't think so. Yeah, but if you haven't watched it, I think you probably should. It's exactly what you respect the Mario movie to be. A good
But
Mario
with
movie
Chris
to be.
Pratt,
You know, you hardly know it's Chris Pratt unless you're not looking for it.
As much as everybody hates Chris Pratt,
I
I do
didn't say
not
that
think
as a negative.
he's a bad voice actor for these cartoon characters. I just think he picks the dumbest ones to be. Because what made him think he could be Garfield?
He was Garfield.
Not yet. He's not Garfield yet, but I think they
What?
research. This is gonna be a new Garfield movie, and he's gonna be voicing Garfield in that movie.
Garfield movie coming out. This man really thinks he's gonna be Garfield.
Okay, now he needs to calm down. Mario was a stretch, but Garfield is insanity. I just
Hold on.
can't picture Chris Pratt saying, "I hate Mondays."
I love Liz. No, he would say like,
I can
man,
say it like that. I
I
love
hate man,
lasagna.
I hate Mondays. I love lasagna. My Chris Pratt impression is terrible. Okay, next thing, One Piece gets new Heron's light novel, which on the cover on the art I see it has Nami, Robin, and Vivi. Also, this other character I don't really know.
Heroines?
Yeah,
I
heroines, like,
see. Okay. Okay.
the female heroes. Female new light novel, which is interesting. Reminds me of that new spinoff they made called Monsters is on Netflix.
Called what?
Monsters is a new spinoff in One Piece. It's on Netflix. It's a prequel.
Really? What is up with
It,
what spinoffs, bro?
it's a very popular show. It's a very
Dragon
popular show.
Ball is getting like two spinoffs. One Piece is getting multiple spinoffs. Like
Wait,
what?
wait. Dragon Ball's
What
getting
is
two.
One Piece getting spinoffs?
I
One
only
Piece
heard
ain't
like
Aren't
got
they
that.
getting
finished.
two? Dragon Ball
No, really.
Daima and Dragon and the other game or the other?
No,
Well, yeah, the game.
Heroes.
yeah, no. I mean, Dragon Ball's Heroes been around for like a long time, so it's been a thing for a long time now.
Is Diamond not a spinoff?
Yeah, it's a spin-off. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
oh, are you talking about Heroes in like, but the Heroes came out like 5 years ago
No,
though.
not Heroes. I'm talking about that in
I said
the.
hero too. I thought that was what you were talking about.
I'm talking about the original IP for the game that he's making. Or not original IP.
You talking about Sandland? Oh, Sandland isn't a spin-off.
Yeah,
It's just a different story, made by the same person, Toriyama.
he just made
Yeah,
everyone look like they should be in Dragon Ball.
yeah, that's his art style. It's not very
I
unique.
guarantee you, there's going to be a reference to like every form of Super Saiyan in that game.
Come on, Sandland?
Yes.
I mean, maybe I wouldn't expect it. It's a very different story from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta have the characters in there to just mention a form.
I mean, I think it's set in like a completely different universe. So like, scenes aren't a thing, makings
Are
aren't a
you
thing.
sure
So
about that?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Toriyama has many different stories. Well, I was thinking about like his other series, Doctor Slump, well for Rella-chan. Now Rella-chan does show up in Dragon Ball sometimes. So
There's a
about
real chance.
the super popular character that Toriyama made. Like Dark Slump is about like the scientist who makes an android called the Rella-chan, and she's like a little kid, but she's like super strong and like could like sort the earth if she wanted to. But all she does is goof around.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if he made that before. Dragon Ball, he might have made that before or after. I'm not sure. But it's also very popular in Japan. More popular in Japan than it is obviously in the States. So a lot of people haven't heard about it. But yeah. Okay, next thing. Last piece of news. Enlight's Afro anime film Mifinda reveals more stuff. I thought that was pretty interesting. I never heard this before, and like I just saw it just now.
I
So
don't even know
new
what you just said.
Enlight's new Afro anime, like Afro, like African anime film called Mifinda. It's like
Muffin. I've never
yeah,
heard of it.
like me neither. It's apparently a new anime set in Africa. I've never seen that before. I thought it was worth mentioning. No, that's all I had. So, does everybody know what the topic for today is?
No, I don't.
We just talk. Everything used to be the one. You should be the only person who knows what it is. Well, only other person besides me. You should know what it is.
Oh, is it inner characters?
No. It was like no. I mean, we were thinking about that. I will say that for another time. It was what is an isekai?
Oh, what is it? Oh yeah. What is an
Okay,
isekai?
I think just to start off, we should name like three of our maybe not maybe yeah three of our favorite isekai just to start with, and we'll like we'll go in a circle like just naming going off one by
All right,
one.
give me a minute, 'cause
Starting
I
off.
gotta think about this.
Okay, we start. Either these can you start off like your third favorite, just off the
My
top of your head.
third favorite isekai. Well, as much as I would hate to admit it, is teetering on either Overlord or Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy.
Really, I would expect that if
As
you're gonna put
as much as
anything.
I hate, as much as I hate Overlord, it's just I hate the main character. That's it. I do like the side characters for the most part and all that.
I thought I thought you were a big Sukamichi fan. I have no idea what you would put above, like put second. Like
I'm a big
maybe have
Tsukimichi
a
fan. I love Tsukimichi, but
I have a maybe have a deal what you would put first.
you
Like
know
I feel like
exactly what I would put first.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Now I'm thinking about it, but I feel like you've told me about this multiple times. So I can't remember what it is now.
That's just extremely disrespectful and distasteful.
It depends on what you
Uh,
say. I'm like thinking, rack my head. I'm like, no, I can't remember what you would put above that. There's a lot of anime I like that you haven't seen or Isekai. I'm like back, so I can't. So and I know you've seen more Isekai than I have. I think.
it's true. I definitely have. But I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, third is gonna be Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. I just think it outclasses Overlord for me because I don't
Uh,
hate anything about Tsukimichi, but
yeah,
Ainz is just
yeah. I was
extremely
thinking about.
light.
I was thinking about top five list, but I was just thinking. I was like, yeah, it's just on the spot. Just have less. Unless that makes it hard to pick.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I'm trying to remember what
you,
all
you,
Isekai I've even watched.
yeah, just think of all the Isekai
Because
you watch and then put in
the
order.
thing is that my number one answer isn't even one I've watched, it's one I've read.
Oh, wait, well, we'll kind of. This is a fandom. This is Fandom Station, not just Anime Station, so you can bring it up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember which
I
ones have
could.
I
I
watched,
mean,
so I can
because we
think.
can. Because I can quote me. I did say what is your favorite Isekais. I didn't say Isekai animes. Lupo. I mean,
Loophole.
I guess I'll go next. Okay, if I think Overlord would be my third favorite actually.
Okay, I see it. I can understand it, even though I hate him.
Yeah, because that's like I feel like Overlord of even of all these couple watch has probably the best world building of any of them. I
Yeah,
think.
I've seen a lot of people talk about the world building.
Yeah,
Building, fuck.
you see all these kingdoms, see how they play off each other in the magic system. You know, the spells and grid game is just so intricate. Like you
Mm.
really dive into it, like the light novel and extra material. It's a very complicated and interesting system to learn about. Then yeah, just, yeah, that's probably why that's why I like Dirty. And then like this is like the moral conflict. This is one of the only shows I watch. I haven't even seen Death Note where like the protagonist is a villain. And you're not really meant to root for them. So it's like and then you see the main characters and you're watching kill other characters that you really like. And you're like, I don't know how I should feel about this. Like
I know exactly
that's
how I
like
feel about it.
and it's but it doesn't even start. It doesn't start off that way. Like the first season, like okay, all right, they're like doing good things for the most part. Like they're working as adventurers, just learning more about the world. Second season, okay, they're kind of still acting, doing good stuff, but like they're also like doing a lot of subterfuge as well. And then by the third season, like okay, they're turning into like full on like villains. And for the rest of the show, you have these characters that who aren't on Ain's side, like the main character, who you're rooting for to somehow like escape Ain's clutches, like to like somehow find a way to like survive against all these OP like servants of Ain's. It's a very like different way to tell a story than I'm used to seeing it. Like you see the main characters plotting to do stuff, and you're like, oh my god, I hope the side characters figure out a way to get to avoid this. Yeah.
Ah,
So yeah, that's me. That's my third pick. What about you, Rio?
he still does not have
This one is hard because
it. Have you not watched an isekai like at all or
I've
read one?
watched I've watched some. I just don't
Just
particularly remember which isekais I've seen.
yeah, just name one. Just name one off the top of your
It's
head.
it's been a while because like
Actually,
the
this
only
probably
thing
be
that
really
like
good. Just
comes to mind that I know I've seen is like Konosuba and Shield Hero, but I'm not putting Konosuba up there. I could put Shield Hero up there, but I don't think I want to.
The disrespect to Konosuba.
If you haven't seen that many, he's got in. Like, that's all you got.
That's
I feel
literally
like
all
I've
you
seen
have.
more. It's just that I can't.
like
My head
it's like
is
somebody
actually. I did.
like
No, I do know
it's
another
like
one
somebody
that I've
going
seen.
like somebody going to the store. They only have change. It's like I only have like I don't know like 20 nickels to give you to pay for this. I don't know if I want to use 20 nickels. It's like
Also,
that's all the money you
also
have.
not disrespect to Konosuba. I love Konosuba. It's just not what I want to put at number three.
And
Oh,
they can not just confirmed, but they had
I just
confirmed a new
remember. I
season and
remembered
everything.
another one I've watched. So I'm gonna put freaking I'm gonna put Shield Hero at number three.
all right,
Okay.
right,
Shield Hero
all
number
right.
3. That's fair.
I can understand why you'd be hesitant to put it at number three. Y'all can.
First season of Shield Hero was amazing. Second season was
Look.
third
That's
season of
exactly
Shield
why I
Hero was
put it
like
number 3 because I haven't seen season 2 yet. So only season 1 exists for me right now.
Yeah. Okay.
based
I
on
guess
season 1 alone, it'd be a very highly rated show. And
first
then there was
season.
this.
I haven't. Also, don't know anything about the second and third season, but I did think there was some faults in like the first season. One off slavery. I thought that was I hate that trope whenever I see it in Isekai when the main character decides to get a slave for any reason. Cause I'm like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to make the slavery that appealing. You don't have
Okay,
to have. You
to
don't
be
have to make.
fair to him, he literally had no other way to like go about
No. Like
leveling
now,
up. The
like
whole
now,
city hated him, so he had no one to
no,
fight with. He only has a
no.
shield,
Right before you
and
get
it's
started
not
on
like
this,
he has
it's
Raphtalia
I
as
don't
the slave. He has her
I
just
I don't
as a
have anything
future
against
love
now.
interest.
I don't have anything against Naofumi. I'm talking about the authorial thing, the way he wrote it. I'm talking not. I don't have anything against Naofumi because the way his situation set up, it's kind of understandable why that happened. I'm talking about like why did the author make it so that being a slave master has so many benefits for the character. That's what I'm talking about.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna play into something later
Like
in the.
like
I see where
like
you're coming from.
like Ralph Taylor gets freed, and then she's like, "Oh, you don't have to be." And Naofumi's like, "You don't have to be a slave anymore." And then Ralph Taylor's like, "No, I want to become your slave again because I like how it gives me a connection to you." I'm like,
Okay,
"Why did you
that's
write
fair.
that?
That's fair.
Why did
That's
you
fair.
write that?" It's like, no, I didn't think it's Naofumi. Just the way the story is written by the author is what I have a problem with. Like,
Look, he has a slave kink, bro. Just it's okay. He has a slave kink.
but like, yeah. Oh,
Slave King,
also,
look, Slave King on Black History Month is crazy.
yes. This is
Completely
dating the
cut out.
podcast. It's like, yeah, I thought this is supposed to be timeless. Nor the like nor the New Year's episode we basically made though. uh, yeah.
Real, you
Also,
still there?
yeah. Other
He's
thing
back.
is just like other thing is just like it just seemed like there was some characters were overly antagonistic for no clear reason. But that's besides the point. Anyway,
If you mean the father and what was it, bitch and
mine. Well, that was her original name.
bitch, I can't
Oh,
remember what they named their father.
I forget as well. It
Yeah.
was something maybe trash. I
Now for me
don't
is a good nigga for that. Now for me is a good person for that. He like they could have been executed on the spot.
know. Oh, in the manga light novel, it was different. Now Fumi one of them die. They changed it in the anime.
Bro, it's a menace.
Yeah. I was
No,
like,
kill them. Get them
I guess they,
out.
I guess they didn't like. He was like, his consolation prize is like, all right, I guess they're not gonna kill them. At least do this. With like, I don't know. I guess they made it to make him seem more positive. They do that kind of stuff from time to time in East Kind or just
Yeah.
anything to make the character seem better. Because they did something like that in like I think in Slime. I forgot what it was. Oh, and I think it was like with Shion when she was like torturing some people. Like even there's like a scene in season 2 where she's interrogating some people, but they don't show the torture scene.
I don't know, but I think everyone knows that Shion is definitely not to be fucked with.
Yeah.
So
All right. You got your number 2 picked out yet? Release?
my number 2, believe it or not, is redo of it. No, I'm bullshit. Uh,
You about to get kicked out of this episode. I'm like, okay, Leo, you're the co-host for this episode.
but for real though, if you do like redo of Hitler, you need to go get a mental evaluation and a psych check, and probably
You
disowned by your
also need
family.
to get a pair of handcuffs and turn yourself in.
Yes, just go to jail. You lost. You lost the game at birth. If
Yeah,
you like redo of Hitler,
this is Evil D's
That's
opinion. This is just Evil D's opinion. Mine is that I just think you're a loser.
you're going to hell. You're going to hell. Hell is a very real place for you. and you deserve to be there, burning for all of eternity.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even say I think you lose. I just think you have bad taste.
No,
Like
this goes way beyond
I
bad taste.
love.
Bad
I
taste,
like how
bad
respectful you are
taste,
about it. Me and
bad taste,
me and Evil
bad
just like fuck you.
like bad taste is completely different. Bad taste is like you like an anime that you know it, like Orient, if you've heard of Orient. Bad taste is like in Orient.
Like I
But
believe
this is a
I just believe
sin in the name of the Lord.
I believe in the redemption though.
There is no redemption.
I'm not.
You have made your life forfeit
Yo,
if you like
one
Redo of Healing. But,
Yo, one day you
we'll
might,
talk about this later.
one day you might meet, one day you might meet a fan of some of the general anime. You just gotta be like, you gotta not be too hard. You gotta try to eat,
So,
like,
so we're just
you
letting
got,
people who like Boku no Pico roam free?
you gotta gently, you gotta gently guide them down the right path, man.
No, they've already committed to their horribleness.
Nah, the right path is into a grave.
They don't have a soul. They have sludge. Like, no, this isn't right.
This is a topic for another day. This will be the court episode where
But,
we judge the sins of different anime.
but
We'll do an episode where we all like we all got a guilty pleasure anime. And it's like if you score too high, it's like you're guilty.
but my second Isekai would have to be reincarnated as a sword. I
Wow,
don't know if you heard about it.
I've heard about this. I've read a little bit of the manga. And I was like, it didn't really
Oh no, I have not. Tell me
interesting.
more.
So it's legit about the main character being reincarnated as a sword. And he's taken up by a small wolf child girl who wants to evolve, but
Oh,
her
and the wolf
species can't.
wasn't Wolfchild also a slave in that one?
Yeah, she was a slave. She
You gotta. This is not the month
you,
to be bringing that up.
you can't escape the slavery. You can't escape slavery. Okay,
Yeah, slavery Isekai goes hand in hand.
like man, I just realized that. But basically, she finds the protagonist, and he ends up being able to share his like power, I guess you could say, with her. And she also just gets extremely strong over the course of the first season, which is nothing but 12 episodes. But it's really interesting. Not a lot of fan service, thank the lords. It's a good show.
Yeah, I think it's a good show too. One of those ones I know is good. I'm just like I always have something else I would rather watch. You know, down in my list, my backlog.
Yeah.
Right, I guess I go next. Second one will probably be Konosuba because this is literally the funniest anime ever. This is literally the funniest. This is the funniest anime I've ever seen in my life. This like very few anime get me cracking up all the whole like most of the episode all the time.
This
Like
man just ragging on Aqua every time.
it's like it's like always sunny in Philadelphia, but we're also in another world.
Oh, I need to watch Konosuba, bro, because they got the new season coming out, and bro, like,
all the characters are terrible, but like the anime knows they're terrible, which completely
oh,
recontextualized.
Megami got a show. Did you watch it?
I watch a
I don't
few
watch it, but I
episodes.
do know about it.
I did watch a few episodes. I might go back to it eventually. It was missing the chemistry between all the different characters, like they're in like the main show.
Yeah, fair
It's
enough.
like instead it's like people have made the joke before, like Concept was like watching a show with like only 4 jokes repeated over and over again. I'm like I can't disagree. I'm like you might think that's negative, but that's for some reason it just works all the time. But then when it's like just make me and just her joke, it's like a whole village with that same joke. I'm like, this might be a little too much.
Well,
Like
this is rubbing me the wrong way.
because making a joke is usually like a chinibu or like middle school syndrome, what they call in Japan, where she's like delusional. She thinks she's greater than she really is, and like she has like powers that aren't really there and stuff like that. That's her joke, and then her village, in her village, like everybody else is also like that as well, and that's just like the whole show. But they're also
I'm
super powerful
strong.
wizards.
Oh, I'm strong.
But they're also super power wizards. So it's like, is it really Chinibyo? But then they'll just say something off the wall like, these black flames are powered by an ancient demon that lies inside my eye, which is actually not real. It's like it'd be like Goku saying like, I'm actually powered by an ancient crystal that lies in the center of Earth. Like, yeah, he's strong, but that's not the reason why he's strong.
That's not it. I've been
Uh,
slowly acquiring the power of every human in this galaxy. No. You used the spirit bomb once, bro. Calm down. It's not the same.
no, I ate a fruit from a dragon. No, 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 no. You just did like push-ups and stuff and like 10 times gravity. Like the way you train, like the way you got your power was already weird enough. But yeah, that's my second pick. I think that's a good one. Like, yeah, good comedy anime, good comedy Isekai anime too. Like, and then like even starts off really fun. Like we're like actually I don't want to spoil it for you. If Jason you haven't watched it. Alright, on to you, Rio. You got your second one already?
My second one,
Yeah.
which I almost decided to change it to also say Konosuba just because I know Evil D is gonna be mad at me for saying this is my second one, but my second one would be reincarnated as a slime.
There's no
No, no. Last time somebody picked the one choice he had, it did not end well for the podcast.
every time, bro. Every time I have a favorite, bro. Every time I have a number one, niggas know my number one and take it anyway. It hurts. It hurts, bro. It hurts.
You should have known I would know that was your number one.
You
Uh,
literally called me out before. You said you knew. It hurts. It
no,
hurts.
you can keep your number one. You don't have to change your number one, man. You can keep it.
I can't have any. I'm not changing slime, but I can't have anything to
No,
myself.
because I respect it as your number one, and I know why. My thing is that the only reason it's not my number one is because of what my number one is. I want to introduce
Yeah,
it
yeah,
to
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
giving you the same thing. I'm saying the same thing I told Maverick. Your number one better be fucking amazing, nigga. Because if it ain't, we are fighting. I know where you live.
All right. It's okay now. Oh, hey. I guess we're gonna talk about
And
slime first. I guess we're gonna talk about slime for a minute.
yeah,
Cause
like I wonder what my number one is. I just wonder what it is. I don't think anyone
yeah.
said it. I don't know if anyone's
now,
seen it,
now I set you up, 'cause now you can go ahead and talk about your number one.
Well, my number one is ah son of a
Reincarnated as a
bitch.
fridge.
That time I got as a friend. I remember
That,
seeing that, bro. Like, what is that
wait,
anime?
wait. Was that really one? I thought you were talking about the one with the vending machine.
It is vending machine. Never mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Vending
time I got
machine
yeah.
is
reincarnated
fun.
as a vending machine. How does that even like? That makes absolutely no sense.
So he has this elf girl like carrying him around different places. That's as far as I can tell.
But yeah, my number one is slime. I just
All right.
it's been my number one since it really came out.
So
I've
what?
loved it
So what?
ever
So why
since.
is it? So why is it your number one?
Fuck, are
What
you
makes it
Doctor
special?
Phil? Like you trying to break down my emotions, bro?
What makes it so
Uh,
special to you?
it's just I'm not gonna say it was the first isekai I watched with that was just amazing to me, but it was definitely up there. Like Slime came out, I watched Slime when it came out, and that was like 2019 or so. Was it 2019 or was it before that? Whenever it came out, I watched it and I just loved it. It was 2018. I just loved it, bro. Like it was an amazing show. I love the MC. It might have actually been the first isekai I actually ever watched. and it was just amazing. It's what put me on to the isekai genre,
Mm.
and I do kind of regret it because I've watched Redo of Healer, but that's besides the point.
Like everything was like everything was let down after that. If your favorite
It,
is
and,
better
like
than
everything, like, there is no other isekai that will top Slime for me, probably like ever. I just don't see it. I can see people saying ReZero, but I just
No,
hate Subaru.
no, yeah, fuck Subaru.
Like he made me so mad. But I've been told that if I just continue watching it, he'll be better, and I don't doubt it. But
Well, that's the point of the show is for him to be a better person, but I don't care.
yeah,
He
yeah,
made
yeah.
the one mistake that I'm never gonna forgive him for. Fuck him.
what did he do?
Exist.
Damn,
Wow.
he made his bed. Now he's laying in
Yeah. Super sucks, doesn't he? So should I go into
it. Wait,
no?
don't you love Subaru? You love?
Before we get on to my number one, I want to talk a little bit about Slime. Slime's a special show. I feel like the only reason I watch it is because it's so popular. Because it doesn't really seem too different from Isekai. But I would say that doesn't do anything that really irritates me. Like it doesn't do like for me.
Slime,
As long as
Slime
anime doesn't
was
do. Yeah, go ahead.
Slime was my first isekai of a character building a city as well. I mean, it was my
That's
first isekai in general, so
yeah.
of course it would be my first for someone building a city. But it was also, in my opinion, the best done one because Nazareth just looks so lame to me. No disrespect,
Oh,
actually,
really?
full disrespect.
Wait,
Well, I
really,
just don't
really,
care
really?
about
Like
Nazareth.
the designs and that the designs of Nazareth characters are
I
just.
think the designs of the character or the cities that they destroy are better than Nazareth.
Hmm. Wait. What makes you've seen slime? You know what Tempest looks like. That looks like every single East town there is. What's special
Yeah,
about
but
what?
do they have a fountain in the middle of the city that gets destroyed by a dragon called Millium who just wants to
Well,
fight people?
they literally have one floor of Nazareth that is literally like an entire like forest with a sky that's actually the ceiling,
Okay,
and it
wait,
also
that
has
is the only cool room there. That's like the training room, right?
it's a Coliseum room.
That is the only cool room there. I do like that room.
And then it's
But
like
like I love everything about Slime. Like I just love watching them in the city doing their day-to-day things. I like it.
yeah. Actually, you don't get to actually see a lot of Nazareth because then there's like one like I think I showed you a scene yesterday where they're in like this blizzard place. That's another floor. It's like the mansion inside of it.
I did not see that. You did not show
Yeah,
me that.
no, it's the one with the dark maid and the other like
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
yeah.
You did
But
show me.
that place was just one floor of Nazareth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like
I'm just not interested in Azraq as I am invested in
yeah,
the
I get
future
I get it.
of Rimidoo's, Tempest.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Not to mention, like every character is just so good to me. Like there's not one character that's annoying to me, really.
Yeah. I think slime doesn't do anything wrong, and just doing that is enough. You're like 7 out of 10 miles. The only thing I don't like is just it's a little like Miru's a little bit too marriage to it for me. Like everything that just goes his way, and like almost everybody likes Miru. That's the only thing. I feel like he doesn't struggle enough as a protagonist for me. But that's
You
just
just don't like protagonists, and I think you need to
it.
wonder about that because why can't a
I,
protagonist just have a good time, bro? Like,
you're right. You're right. I don't know. I just feel like in some situations it'll be like they'll like say, oh, things are challenging, but oh no, never mind. It's easy. So he's he can do anything.
to
I'm
be fair, we
like,
haven't really gotten into the bread and butter. Like we're still at the point where Rimuru is pretty much everyone else is considered early game fodder, like fodder.
I don't know.
Like
It's weird where
I
it's like,
think we're about to get into the more stronger people since they've introduced all the demon lords. You have Guy, you
yeah, but
know.
like the Demon Lords are at the top of the game. Who is there's nobody above them.
That's the point. And it's like what, 6, 7 of them?
eight, including Rimuru, who's also on the same level as them.
So like, plus it's a game of wits, bro. You got to give it time.
He literally has like autopilot on that makes new abilities for him while he's not even thinking about it.
That's
Yeah,
not to
but
mention he has some of the strongest people in the verse just
who gets
in
stronger just
his
by
city.
he gets stronger. He makes people super strong just by naming them. I'm like, but like I don't know. It's weird. Like I had to think
Bro
about it. Wait,
has
like
like two high grade demons under his control now
yeah. I
in the
mean, but
manga
yeah, you do have a point though. I gotta think of
or
like
light novel, whichever.
just just because it doesn't do other stuff like it's not MC like I'm used to doesn't mean it's bad. Just it's weird. I just like I'm not sure whether I like it or not because it's different from other shows where like I don't know, but I just think it's kind of hypocritical when people like I don't like Power Fantasy Isekai then like, but I do like enjoy slime. Like what's
Hold
there's
on,
no
I
difference.
never said I didn't like Power Fantasy.
I'm not referring to you. If there was the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear
But the shoe was sitting in front of me and it looks horrendous, so I gotta call it out.
it. Yeah, but like yeah. I'm just saying. I just I just don't like hypocrites. I mean, if you don't like Power Fantasy, I don't think you should be like slime. But I don't. I enjoy the show. It's all
I
right.
think if you don't like Power Fantasy, you definitely shouldn't watch the isekai genre. There are very few isekais that aren't Power Fantasy.
But so you know which one it is? My number one pick, ReZero.
I can see it. Like I said, I can see ReZero being someone's number one.
Yeah, I really don't understand the Subaru sign because like I'm not sure exactly what he could have done. Like there's like one episode where he's like it's kind of toxic where he's like, hey, I've died all these times to save this one person. Why didn't she appreciate me? It's like, yeah, of course she doesn't appreciate you because like she doesn't know about all the suffering you've been through. But it's like understandable why he would feel like that. But then it's also still what do you call it, misogynistic because like he's placing all these deals onto Amelia like she's not really a person. It's like, yo, you should appreciate me more because I'm doing all this stuff for you. But he gets better in the end. He gets better.
I think Subaru just for me, the reason I didn't rock with him was just because bro just continuously did stupid shit. Like this is season one.
Yeah,
Like see, it's like what 10 episodes in almost, maybe 12. He just
yeah.
consistently does stupid things, and he gets bailed out by other people. But
He
he
doesn't get bailed.
does.
He doesn't get bailed out. He just dies and then comes back, comes up with a new
Well,
plan,
yeah, fair enough.
and eventually it works. What I like about it is like he's weak and he never really gets stronger. So it's not even a thing of like, oh, just gotta wait till he gets stronger. No, it's just you gotta wait and see him suffer and think and learn how to think, learn how to make like from like hacks with the people, and learn how to negotiate all this stuff because he doesn't have the strength to just muscle do his power, do his problems and get more powerful from them and stuff.
Yeah. I might
It's like,
eventually watch ReZero. They confirmed the new season for this year. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
So
I think ReZero was like my favorite Isekai because it's like the only Isekai I've seen where the main character actually has problems and like a consistent character arc that you get to see pay off in the end, like after season, by season two, like every other, it just kind of feels like you don't ever get that a character, no, a noticeable character change right, like they just stay the same for most of the show. Yeah,
trying to think, but that's fairly accurate.
like you see, like it's
Well,
like a
besides
regular man.
Rimuru,
Yeah, he doesn't really, oh, he does change. Yeah, no,
Rimuru went
he
from
does.
like Rimuru really learned to, well, not necessarily learned
Yeah,
to care about him, but like he really just adapted to the way everything
yeah,
was going.
it, yeah, it became more. He just adapted.
He
He adapted
became
to the
he
role.
becomes more of a leader later on in the show than he is earlier. Like when he kills them to bring back Shion and the people that they killed, the
I,
soldiers.
I,
Like
yeah, you get to see like it isn't not much, but you get to the point where like at first he's every command he makes, he's like says like 10 different things about like, oh, I'm not sure about this, and then eventually gets to the point like, hey, yo, do this, do that, you know, about it by like season two. Yeah. But also, I kind of understand, Rio. Why do you hate Supergirl for? I'm
He's still trying to figure it out. He's
I'm
still
confused.
trying
Like,
to figure it out.
this man's been silent this
Open
whole
world,
time. Like,
my it's because I don't hate him as much as I'm making him seem, because me hating him was during a much younger period of my life when I was much more angry, and when I
wait.
saw people that were like you, where an entire
Is
person
it
be so
really?
violent for being an asshole. It's like,
Wait,
no,
let me say something first. I love Amelia.
What does that have to do?
Even anybody who's a fan of ReZero knows what that means.
Fuck you. Say something that I specifically don't know.
Yeah. Rio, does that trigger you at all?
He hasn't watched the other seasons.
This season. You still
He
hate
has accumulated hate based off of one season of the show.
yeah.
I was like, Rio, did that trigger anything for you?
Let's say what?
I was saying, the scene with Rim when Super says the line.
Oh, yeah, that. Look. Even as a youngin, I understood he fucked up.
What
He fucked up
happened?
for that.
Oh no, let's not tell him because like that he just doesn't. It's actually funnier.
I mean, like, if
Yeah,
I had
bro.
to put it in a list of things that I will never forget his man for, that definitely has to be in top three.
Top three, that's only top three. So
Did Rim
y'all know.
confess to this again? He just said he loves Amelia? Kick him in the
It's
nuts.
really crazy. It's crazy what he did because like how can you, that was like such a breach of trust right there. Like that's despicable. Like I don't know how
That's
like some character,
despicable.
like people will say Aaron people say Aaron and Ainz are villains. They became villains and like Light too. But like nobody really talks about how bad Supergirl was for that moment.
I think what he did in that very moment with that single set of phrases that he said was worse than the entire genocide that Aaron caused.
Yeah. Like
Okay, hold
like
on. All right, hold on a second.
dude, like you have like listen to like a Senate episode two of just Rim pleading to his man, just with all the heart, and then he just goes and says those words to her. It's just crazy.
And I just personally felt like I felt attacked personally.
Yeah, I just remember when it happened. I was in disbelief. I was like, "Whoa, wow!" Did you hear that the author even made like a light novel showing what would happen if Rim had said something different?
I
What
don't
happens
think
in that light novel?
Uh, oh yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spoil you, man. It's like it's also I'm not sure what the rating would be.
It's a side light novel. How I'm never seeing it, bro.
No. I'll end the joke. On the joke. Okay, like so, Rim. So Rim is like this companion that Subaru forms in the season one, and eventually it gets to the
I
point
know
where
who Rim
Rim.
is.
Yeah. Rim basically spends a whole episode confessing to Subaru, and then Rim says, "I love Amelia," and basically rejecting Rim.
Insanity.
But like I can understand because like spoiler alert, Rim kills Subaru in one time.
That was like
okay,
earlier. Uh,
okay. You that should be the selling point. Is like you should want a girl that can kill you.
okay, wait.
Okay,
'Cause
Spike Spiegel.
I will, to be fair, to be completely fair to uh I cannot remember his name now. What? The Subaru.
Subaru.
To be completely fair to Subaru, the way he was getting murked by Rim was insane. Like she was dogging him as soon as he
She,
left.
she killed him with a giant mace with spikes. And blood splatter on the walls.
It was so bad. The first time he died, he didn't even know how.
Yo, man, actually, I didn't understand until why Rim. I was a big Rim fan, and like I thought, man, if Super really made a mistake, and I thought, and then somebody brought it up, like Rim. Do you remember how Rim really killed him? I was like, oh yeah, that leaves scars. Like, say what you want about Milia, how maybe she's boring, but like Rim, I mean, Milia has never done any wrong to Subaru by this point.
But it's also before she knew Subaru. She thought Subaru was a threat.
Yeah, but she killed like literally they were acting like friends the whole time, and then Rim's like,
They were
yeah,
not
I'm gonna
acting
get
like friends.
no, but they seemed nice. They were like just like it's like your
No, they
coworkers.
didn't. The literal, like
No,
legit, the first time that they were seen, they were Rim and Ram were clowning Subaru laying in the bed injured. And they were told to be nice by Amelia. Like
yeah, 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 yeah.
that's the first time they were introduced.
But like they weren't. But I don't know. I can't remember. Like it's been a long time, but I don't remember her acting like married to her. So like she seemed like I don't know something about the scene where like he finds
It
out.
was because of something he did later,
I forgot. No,
and I
no,
can't
no.
remember
What
what
he
it was.
no the reason the reason you want to know the reason why we kill Subaru multiple times. I might add. Want to know the reason why?
Well,
Because he stunk.
That's a
I
valid
mean
reason.
that's very valid, bro. Like shower, like it's not that hard.
No, because like whenever he redoes like goes back like returns by deaths, his stench gets stronger. Like the stench of the person who cursed him, wherever it is, how it works is like the evil. There's like an evil stench around him, and Rim didn't trust him because of the evil stench he had. So that's
Oh
why she
wait,
kept on killing
yeah,
him.
because of the the witches. Okay, hold on. You're severely downplaying the fear that these people had in the witch. Okay, like I
Well, like
forgot that
Subaru
it was
tried to
the
talk to him.
witch's stench.
Well,
Because the literal, like he called Amelia the witch in the city, and everybody looked at him like he just murdered her. Like,
yeah, but then but like I also remember what's her name? Emilia looks just like the witch. And, like she's like getting killed by on instinct on like first go. Like
because
Rim was
they
lying.
know that Amelia is not. That is looks versus a stench, and she don't. Well, I ain't seen the witch, so I don't really know how she looks. But
Anyway,
like,
regardless of it, like I can tell, Emilia has done nothing. They're both nice girls. Rim has killed him multiple times. Emilia hasn't. She's been nothing but nice to him. I can see why he would go for Emilia. And then,
Because
and only
he's a
reason
bitch that just wants to be pampered. Like, bro,
you would not
he
make this
goes
sound
for
like
rich girls,
she
bro.
still had a valid reason to kill him. There should be no reason he should even care.
what?
He's not
Waffling.
completely wrong.
Because here's the thing, he's also still the asshole that he's always been at this point. So it doesn't even matter that it's
That's
a bad
like
look
at
on
this
him to want someone that's nice to him.
if you watch the show at this point, Subaru has been nothing but trying to protect everyone trying to be friends with everybody, and he's still getting killed for it. Anyway, I digress.
So that's gonna happen
That's
anyway.
anyway. This isn't a ReZero. This isn't a ReZero episode. This is a what agents guy. So I'm going to mention a few anime, a few Isekai anime. All right. You can
Why
tell me
would
how you feel about them.
wait? Why would you mention him? You don't watch Isekai.
I'm just gonna mention them. Okay. Goblin Slayer,
That's a good
Danmachi,
one. That is not an Isekai.
Yep.
Sword Art Online.
Not an Isekai. SAO's Isekai. But the first two are not Isekais.
No, all of them are not Isekais. I was, I was, I was just naming things that weren't Isekais that people think are
You
Isekais because
just
like
said you were finna name Isekai. What?
it's all the line, man.
SAO is
Bro
an
is
Isekai.
bro is
So like
lying to us.
he just said
Yeah,
he was
but
about to name Isekais and immediately said Goblin Slayer.
no. So the point of this episode, I was just like just take the episode to define Isekai names from favorite Isekai, and then like just kind of, then talk about what is an Isekai to you.
Oh
To
wait,
me,
SAO
Isekai.
doesn't count as an Isekai. I thought it did. Never
Yeah,
mind.
to me, Isekai is when a character goes from one dimension to another, and the whole story, most of the story takes place in that other
Technically,
dimension.
technically, Goblin Slayer could be considered an isekai since it is a D&D game.
But he doesn't come from another world.
Yeah,
It is just a D&D
No.
game.
No,
Yeah.
it's not Goblin Slayer, because remember, we talked about it. Goblin Slayer is an NPC in the story itself.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
the
but yeah,
heroes.
The heroes,
the
they're
heroes.
played by real people in the real world.
No, the hero is also from that world too, as
No,
well.
not them, like the of Archer and them. Those are played by
No,
the outside, the real in real life players.
Are they
no,
actually?
Yeah,
no. He's making stuff up. That's not what the Goblin
you're
Slayer is
not making
about.
stuff up.
No, in the first episode, they
Hold
talk
on.
about
Let's do research. Let's do research.
you know, the first because I remember the first
That's the whole point of Goblin Slayer. Is that
episode
it's
talk
an
about the two.
entire D&D game.
No,
Because the moon is supposed to
look.
represent the dice. I forgot.
This man is making stuff up.
I'm not making stuff up.
I said okay. I lied. I told everybody I lied. Can you do the same?
Why
I've
You talking
concluded
about that?
it was indeed a lie.
Yeah. Okay. Why'd you do that for?
He
Anyway,
had
that's
me
like
wrapped around his finger.
you were ready to die on that hill, my guy. Yeah, but yeah, I was gonna say yeah, like people think those because the fancy anime, the deal with fancy anime has just dying off. It's like, oh, they're in a fancy land. Is this an isekai? Like that's like the first reaction.
I think of fantasy and isekai in the same. Well, it's closely tied. If it's an isekai, it's probably a fantasy. But not
Yeah,
every fantasy is an isekai.
I've seen many times. I'm not sure if y'all. I've seen many times people say, "Oh, like don't actually my favorite isekai," or "That was like my favorite isekai." And then they're like, "Oh, wait, that's not isekai." I just thought that's interesting how like it's just like people when people
You
see a
know
fancy
what?
anime, they think about
I
it.
just realized after we had this whole talk about ReZero and not liking Subaru, we completely skipped my turn for my number one isekai.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, yo,
We're not going back
bring
now,
it.
but I just thought
No,
about
no,
it.
no. What's your number one? What's your number one?
What's number one?
So this doesn't have an anime
And it
adaptation
better
yet.
be
I'm looking at
amazing.
this one because it's
Yeah,
getting really good.
you almost got off scot free.
He almost did. He almost did. Now let me hear
Yeah, even I think you'd actually really like this, but you don't read this.
it. All right, bro.
You don't
It's
read,
like
but
that.
it's this new series that I've been reading that I found randomly when I was walking in Books a Million. It's called Yakuza Reincarnation.
Okay, so
And
let me think.
Yakuza reincarnation.
Is this the one where this Yakuza gets reincarnated as a girl with with like a really cool tattoo on her back?
yeah,
I've seen a manga for this.
That is hilarious considering just the other day me and Maverick were talking about um Reborn the Master of the Blade, which also reincarnates the character into a female.
Yeah, yeah.
getting
So
reincarnated into a woman is crazy.
Oh, she looked
yeah.
hard. Wait a minute.
Anyway, yeah. Good news for you, Rio. There is a manga for this, so you can jump on that
Yes.
if you want to.
He
Yeah,
is posted with a sword. Wait.
yeah. Yeah, she's and for some reason she's also super strong in the different world too, right, Rio?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I might just
that's pretty
have
cool.
to read this.
That's pretty cool.
I actually think you really like it. It's really good.
Yeah. So what I can kind of understand like it's different. It's not just your typical like oh I'm an average gamer Japanese high school boy student. You know, it's not no this is just a rough and hardened Yakuza boss. And then they turned them into the girl because anime fans gotta sell them somehow.
I smash.
It's like I'm just imagining the meme like wood and all the hands reaching out. So, like, yeah, it's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool one. as your favorite one. All right. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So Sword Online. So many people think that's Isekai. I can kind of see why they would think it. It's like, but like it's like a VR game, and they get out of the VR game multiple times. So I
But
never really
no,
considered.
never mind. I was gonna say, isn't Shangri-La Canada's Isekai? It isn't.
No, it's just a video game anime. Cause like in Shangri-La Frontier, like he gets out of the game, he spends some time with his family, goes to school, all this stuff outside of the game. It's just a game, so, and he plays other games too. So yeah, to me, he's kind of just one character getting transported to another world and spending most of the show in that other world. What about you? What about y'all two?
An
I
Isekai
go
is
ahead.
not redo filler. That's all I have to say.
Okay, this is becoming a recurring personality trait.
Can we have an episode that's just talking shit about people that watch redo of it?
Like we could
No,
definitely just do that for like
I,
at
th-
least three
I think
hours.
I think when me and we these were thinking about making podcasts, we basically made the episode already. We just recorded.
The craziest part, redo isn't an Isekai. It's a reincarnation. Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, you're right. So stop talking about it then.
No, because it's shit. I like to shit on it wherever I can.
So yeah, you were about to define what it was, or was that really all your definition
Or
was?
no, not reincarnation. It's time travel. Never mind. Wish I could time
Yeah,
travel and forget I watched it, but too late for that.
yeah, yeah. People have dark stone as these guy. They're like he's cocky. He goes, he wakes up and it's like completely different from his old world.
Yeah,
I'm
but he
like, no.
doesn't die. He has to die and go to a different world. It's still his Earth. It's just
So what? How do
what?
you define this guy? Does your definition differ from mine? Like
No,
getting
you
transported
have
to
to
another,
die and get transported to another world.
not even die,
It's
because
like the basis.
sometimes
Well,
you don't even die.
something has to happen for you to get transported to another world. Because
Yeah,
Tsukimichi, he doesn't actually die. He
yeah.
just
It's
gets.
just simple.
Tsukimichi is
Yeah.
so cool, actually, with the way that they handle it. Because his parents are from the world that he was teleported to, and
Ah,
he was teleported back, or he wasn't teleported back, but he was teleported to that world, and his parents
where
are
his
still in
parents?
Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where his parents came from. No, okay. Cool twist. I've seen that a few times, but not too many. I can't really remember those times though. Yeah.
Also, he's fighting God.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention it. There's a show I like called Isekai Oji-san about this
I love
guy.
Isekai. I need to finish
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
They had an
me too. Also,
extremely long break, and I just didn't continue.
and Netflix has a bad habit of that because he also did the same thing with on 100.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
Zone 100 was on Netflix?
yeah, it was on Netflix, but the last 3 or 4 episodes were delayed for like months.
Yeah, but it's finally finished.
Since you know what he's got Oji-san, I mean,
Young 100 is crazy because why did this man have getting dreads on his bucket list?
oh yeah, yeah. Also, did you know that the voice actor for him in English is black?
Who?
Main character is on 100.
Wait, he got dreads?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm talking about the main character. In the show he gets dreads, but I'm saying his voice actor in English is a black
He
guy.
defended Zone 100. I didn't know that though. I don't watch in English.
Yeah. I just heard I heard his voice and I was like, hey, that sounds like could be a brother. I had to look
Sounds
it
like
up
it
because like
could
you
be
don't.
your brother. What the fuck?
That
Just
might
I
be
had
why
to.
because this whole time they haven't been played by black guys. Didn't know.
I had to look it up because like you don't see a lot of black anime voice actors out there because like they usually go for more like standard American accents, you know.
Motherfucker. I have an episode of this motherfucker watching TV or something. So a character says something on TV, just says Black Power.
But, so it's that month, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. We all on the same page about, I guess, Oh yeah, I was about to talk about Isekai
You
Oji-san
didn't
because the
even
premise
give
is
Rio the chance to talk. Like, bro, you gotta stop
right.
skipping
Yo,
it.
yo, I'm
Like,
not
this is the
skipping him.
second time.
You skipped him. You.
I
How you
didn't.
talk?
I went first.
See the problem. See the problem. He never stops me. Yeah. All right. All right.
Now it's my fault. Yeah, bro.
Anyway, what
What is
the?
your
What,
definition of a isekai, Rio?
I was gonna let him speak. I was gonna define I was gonna talk about Isekai Oji-san first about the premise so people might get into it. So it's about this guy who gets transported to another world, then comes back years later. His nephew finds him in the hospital, and they basically decide to start a YouTube channel using his powers from the other world. And he shows flashbacks occasionally. Well, make out time of his time in the other world too, and it's super funny. Okay, Rio, you can talk now.
And he isn't here. This is what you've done.
He's hiding.
Bro, I was listening and my brain just
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
turned off.
I'm sorry, Rio, man. Go ahead.
All right, I think I would consider really any show that's just like a character goes into a different universe. Like they don't even have to die. Like I consider Sao a isekai.
I was just about to
Um,
say, like,
But
the
they don't go into
definitions we gave, that is technically an
yeah,
isekai.
yeah, no, no. He doesn't. But it's not a different role. It's just a game to him.
But it's a game
Like
is a different world.
no, it's
it's
not.
not. It's not reality.
When I play when I play Pokemon, I'm not going to different world. Even if I put a VR headset on, it's not me going
So
to a
you're
It's
different
not
with
world.
exploring the
Pokemon.
lore. You're not
It's
exploring
a
the history of the
Pokemon.
world.
Like if I put just because you put a VR headset on does not make you go into a different world. That's how what?
Because you're exploring the lore in the regions of that world. It's not an isekai in a traditional sense,
Wait, so single
but in a way, it
you
still
just
is. Shangri-La is one. Yes.
Technically, if we wanted to be
I mean
very technical about it, you could just say no show ever is an isekai unless the character like unless the trademark sender of all isekai
Truck
death,
is in there.
Truck Kun. If Truck Kun isn't in your show, then you're not an isekai.
uh, 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 I don't know. I just
I
feel like the
wonder. I
definition of
wonder who's going to
feel like
isekai the Suicide Squad.
no. To me, it's just crazy. Like the difference for each guy is so broad. I need to be sent to another world, but for some reason, people are still trying to stretch it for no reason. Why?
Completely forgot that
It's such a broad. It's such a
that
broad definition. It's like you just get. Yeah. 'Cause I was agreeing real. I was like, oh, he said like, oh, any character when the character ever gets transported, like anytime a character gets transported to another world, another universe. I was like, yeah, that's the same as me. And then you said that's why I would include SAO. I was like, no, that he's just playing a game though.
But that game has its
this
own
is
lore, and its own world.
you're not watching it
That's
from
most
the
games.
perspective of you're not watching it from the perspective of him wearing the headset in his world.
Yeah, you're watching from the perspective of him actually being, and it's the same as Overlord. He got isekai
No,
into a game. That is what this is. He's getting
no,
not necessarily isekai into the game, but the game has its own lore, its own story, and you're not looking at it from the point of view of him being in a VR headset.
wait,
You're
okay,
looking
okay,
at it.
Shield Hero is based off of a
okay,
game.
Yes.
okay. But there's also an anime called King's Avatar, which is not, it's not even an VR
The
headset. He's
Avatar
just
is
playing a
very
game.
obviously a game, though. Like Shield
But
Hero and not Shield Hero.
it also
SAO
shows
doesn't
scenes of,
go out of its way to make you know it's a game.
yes, it does. Like they go out of the game all the time.
I'm saying though, like King's Avatar just had horrible like in-game graphics, bro. Like that's
Like,
like bro.
like
Playing
if you
beyond
say
PS2.
if you're saying SEO is Ace Con, then you also have to say King's Avatars as Ace Con because they
Well,
do the
King's
same thing.
Avatar is an isekai, bro. I will die on this hill. Fuck you.
Oh my god! Okay, we've lost a host now. Shoot.
Yeah, bro.
You even said shoot. Okay. All right. Well, I can't change your minds. It just Just no. We have we're in impasse. We can't come up with a definition of Isekai now. If we're including SEO, if we're including SEO and sugar logic.
Okay, I'm just gonna erase both of those. And my definition is back to my original saying.
Okay, so character can being transported to another universe,
Yes,
right?
another world.
What about Inuyasha? Is that Isekai?
No, because she went back in time, didn't it?
Yes, yes. I feel like me making saying a story about a flashback, about a bunch of flashbacks of a time travel anime. Like, no, it's not, just flashing back. Like, How I Met Your Mother is not a time travel anime. I mean, a show. Or like Young Sheldon, that's not a time travel show. It's just him reminiscing about his. But yeah, oh yeah. Well, I already said what mine was. Like transporting to another universe. Rio, we already heard it. We don't need
Oh
to hear it
wait,
again.
does the world trigger count? Because aren't they going to different worlds?
I don't know. I haven't seen War Trigger. But I wouldn't. Okay, there's some shows where like they have different dimensions, but I don't think just having a different dimension does makes it in Sky because like
Okay,
I think you have to be
I got
in that dimension.
I got another one. So, would
Huh?
do you consider Tokyo Revengers an isekai?
No, because
No,
he
it's a
doesn't
time
move to a
travel.
different world. It's just time travel. Yes.
Okay.
So like yeah, I mean this one gray area definitely. I got admit there's some gray area because sometimes like there's a different dimension. Like in Bleach, there's a different dimension. Well, that's death right there. That's the afterlife. Never mind.
You just say this a different dimension in Bleach. Never mind. That's the afterlife.
Well, like okay, Dragon Ball. Okay, Dragon Ball Super. Like there's different universes. They go to different universes. Wait, do they go to different universes?
They don't go to a single different universe.
They
Your
go
points
into
are
the only
collapsing,
time,
bro.
the only
I was
different
like,
universe they've technically ever been to is when they go. You could say for like Zamasu and Gawasu when they were traveling to different universes because they weren't on
yeah,
Universe 7 when they killed those
oh
dinosaur
yeah,
barbarian things.
oh yeah, yeah. Goku does technically go to Universe 10 to go see Zamasu, so he does go to a different
Yeah.
universe. But you
I thought
wouldn't
that
call Dragon Ball
was, but
Isekai.
if you want to say like a whole different dimensions thing, you could talk about when Gogeta and Broly literally shattered through dimensions, fighting each other.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like the
yeah. I
only
mean, yeah.
like
I mean, no. Goku goes to Universe 10 to go see Zamasu and they fight and stuff, so that
yeah.
counts as him going to different universe. But you wouldn't call. Maybe you could call Dragon
Technically,
Ball Isekai.
because
Maybe you could
the
call
Tournament
Isekai.
of Power wasn't in Universe 7. It was just like in the
Yeah.
center of the space.
It was like in the void. It was in the void. It was in the void between dimensions, the universes.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I'm saying? Like
you
just because.
technically count that.
I mean, yeah, you can take and count Dragon Ball Isekai if you really want to say, because Goku does go to a different universe one time at least. Like that seems very misrepresentative of what the show is.
Now, if we're talking about
Because
Dragon Ball superheroes, that's a whole different game.
yeah. Because I would count Dragon Ball as a time travel story before I would count Dragon Ball as an Isekai story. Time travel
Yeah,
does happen a whole lot, especially in like spin-off materials like Xenoverse and stuff. And then you have the Cell arc and the Future Trunks arc, both have a lot of time travel. I know. Yeah. So I don't know. So oh yeah. Before I think we all have our solid definitions of Isekai now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 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 I think the audience should know what Isekai is now, or maybe they're confusing to Oblivion, whichever one. Yeah. I mean, I think at this
If you're
point, probably
confused, I think you just need to give up on anime.
yeah. If you're confused, like, it's simple.
Yeah,
It's simple. It's super simple. If a character is transported to another universe and they spend most of their time in that other universe, it's an Isekai. If that's not the case, not Isekai. Simple as that. All right. Anybody got any highlights to talk about this week or nah?
Suicide Squad Kills Justice League finally came out, and I've been playing it, and I've been loving it.
Cool.
There was also Persona
But
3 Reload and
yeah,
the One Punch Man mobile game. So I got a lot of
yeah,
games to play.
yeah, a lot. Yeah, just have my weeklies, Freeman, Ragnar. Probably saying stuff. That Yu-Gi-Oh promotion video was really cool. Dragon Ball, seeing the new Dragon Ball stuff, Diamond stuff was also awesome. I'm kind of interested in Jujutsu Kaisen Curse class. It's very controversial, which means it's gonna be a lot of fun for the next few weeks seeing people model that game. Yeah, that's about it for me. Rio, you?
Simple week for me this time. I haven't really gotten into any anime stuff this time.
Oh, it could be in dynamic games. Any kind of news you find interesting.
You know what else is having an anime adaptation that I'm
Who?
excited about?
Uh,
Plus size elf.
What is
I,
that?
I hate that I know every single manga. I'm just raise my hand up. Yeah, I know what that is.
You have a problem. Both of you do.
So plus,
Plus
I'll let
size.
Rio explain. No. I'm not going to explain this one. I'm going to let Rio explain it.
Here's the thing though. I haven't even read it yet. I was at BAM with my boys. And we every time we go to BAM, even if we're not there to buy anything, we just stand in the manga section. We just be looking and talking about stuff. And I saw plus size elf, and I was like, the next time I got some money to spend, I'm going to buy it. And then that's when one of my friends told me, "Hey, this is getting an anime adaptation soon." So I'm excited about that. But the overall premise that I know of is that it's just about a thick, I'm talking about juicy, caked up elf, my boy.
What? Bro had to alter it. I'm talking about juicy.
Okay. That premise was
Look, go
not
look it up.
as
Look it up right now.
no. Okay, he was not wrong, but like the premise for the premise is like okay, in Japan there's like a portal between a fantasy world and like the normal one, and so different fantasy beings have been crossing over in Japan, but because of how unhealthy the food is in like our world, they're getting like out of shape, and this elf is one of them. So she finds this personal trainer to help her get back into shape, and that's basically in the whole show is basically him helping her train and helping other fantasy beings train as well, or to get in shape.
Evil D's, you need to get on it because there's this dark elf. I know you're gonna love her.
No, wait. This is not what we watch anime for. This is what we.
It's not,
This, this
it's not, but hey, yeah.
Nah, but hey.
Sometimes you just gotta go off the path. We gotta
Gotta
stray a
commit.
little bit.
You gotta commit.
This is
yo,
where look, you go off the
this
path
station trying to
now
stay on
and
text. We're
you
trying to
get
stay
to
on
test
text.
yourself to see if you can come back to it. Not everyone
Uh,
strays forever.
I've been an anime fan for like 12 years at this point. I'm good now. I'm good at this point.
Oh.
All right, way to end it. Should we go into Ishura or should we take that fun Ishura catch up episode?
We can do Isha, but Rio won't know what it is.
Do you want to hear about Ishura, Rio? So it's like our favorite anime right now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so latest episode. Do you know the title of this episode, Kelton? I mean, Evil Deeds.
Uh, damn, like that. Um, he said, "Do I know the title?"
Yeah, I'm just trying to buy time. I got you. It's episode
I
5.
got it. Higure, the
The and
pelagic,
yeah,
and
Pelagic
Nastique, the quiet singer.
singer. Yes, that will come into play later. So this episode basically starts off of Kuz. His title is Kuz the Passing Disaster. He's trying to transport something across the land, and eventually he's also. Well, no, I think he's on the mission actually, secretly with what's her name? Oh man, there's so many
With
names in this.
Nihila.
Nahilo, the vertical stampede.
Nihilo.
Yeah, he's on a mission. He's on a mission with Nahilo. They're going to Lithia, right?
Yeah. No.
Okay, they're going. Are
Yeah,
they not
yeah,
going
they
to
are. They are.
Lithia?
They are. Because
Okay, okay,
Nihilo was sent to destroy it. So they
I
should
take
be
it.
on
I
their
take it.
way.
Yeah, I take his good notes for this one. But like, yeah, they're on the Halo. Then something stops them. I think they have to take a stop at this orphanage that he knows of and he used to stay in. And he meets like a old. Seems like some a girl that he used to know but like she looks up to him, right?
Say that again?
It's like they go to the orphanage, right? To like to stay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he meets somebody he used to know who looks up to him. This is a girl called Ripple Defiance Leaf.
I don't think she looks up to him.
Yeah. But then yes, at first he calls her Ripple. But then she brings up that she has a second name called that she's like Ripple Defiance Leaf. I thought like why does she have a title for her?
Like,
She's
either titles are useless in this, or like it was like a secret MI6 agent or something, bro. Like, I don't know.
yeah, but then you have the fight scene later, and it's just she doesn't seem any different from a
He
normal person.
died immediately. He died to crossfire. She wasn't even the target, bro.
You're right. That wasn't Mahako and Zabuza. She just got like friendly fired. I don't know.
It was not friendly fired.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. And she just got hit by a stray.
He just got hit by a stray.
Yeah. Yeah, but before that, they talk about like the dragon that died to Alice. About how how like there was like a hunting group that stopped at the orphanage too.
I'm not completely sure if they know that the dragon's dead yet,
No, they
because
don't. They
the
don't
person
know.
that they said killed the dragon wasn't the one that killed the dragon, but that could have also
Oh, they
just
didn't
been for
say.
the story.
They didn't say who killed. They just said like Hurricane stopped by there on their way to kill the dragon.
No, they said, well, they were role playing, and one of them was the dragon, and one of them played the
No,
absolute.
it's before. No, it's before that. Like they're on like there was like the whole dinner scene before where
At
they
the dinner
talk about
table, that's
that.
what they played. Yes.
No, I'm talking about before that. Before that, they talk about how the group stayed there to go fight the dragon, but they didn't say if they won or not. They said they
Oh,
stopped
that
there
was
and then
after
left.
when she mentioned.
No, no,
Wasn't it? I
that
thought
was
it was
before.
after.
That was before. Went back. I went back. I went back and checked while we were watching it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so yeah, that just gives us a hint, and like what it's all this all going on at the same time. Yeah. Next thing, the orphanage woman, she's like Ripple. I guess we'll just call that. She brings up that like Lithia wants him to work. No, I forgot what it was. Do you remember this
She
part where like
wanted. She wanted. She wanted him to work for Lithia because
yeah, I
Lithia
think Lithia was
was
there. I think
there.
oh yeah, I think
Lithian soldiers
Lithia was going to support the orphanage
was not support the
she
orphanage,
got
yeah.
if she got him on her side. I think was the case. Yeah,
And he said
that
no.
basically
And now
yeah,
she's
and that
dead.
basically
And the kids have
yeah,
no parent
yeah,
now.
that's kind of
So he's a
sad.
horrible person.
Well, yeah, I mean, I forgot what was his reason for disagreeing or like not accepting that like deal.
I don't remember.
Mm. I'll take red notes the next time. But yeah, I'll bring up the next episode. When we do this again. But like so, we found out about his abilities, his abilities in quotation marks, because we finally tell us who the other character. Oh, we skipped over the whole pelagic scene.
Oh yeah, Pelagic is shown. Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that
He's
was
the
the same one.
first one. He's the first one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you want to go back to that now? It's
Here we
like
go.
to talk about.
So
Okay. Go ahead.
Hold on. I can't remember my boy's name.
Go ahead.
Higure is basically a race of tree-like beings that
Yeah, they're called mandrakes, which is a real
mandrakes, yeah,
fiction. Yeah, yeah.
that sit still for like the entirety of their life or a certain extent, and someone came across a group of mandrakes and decided to just take one and make them fight in an arena.
I wonder
And
whose idea was that. Like, who sees a tree and thinks, I wonder if they can fight in gladiatorial combat.
but my boy ended up superseding their expectations as he slaughtered anyone who was in the ring with him to the point where he was
Like,
actually moved to a different
yeah,
arena.
yeah, he had a
And
gift for it.
and during the time while he was fighting, he was trying to come to terms with the concept of killing people, if I'm not mistaken, because
Mhm.
he didn't really know what it meant. But he sort of just made it stick in his mind that
Yeah, I think he
killing
eventually
people is
gained
how
like,
you survive.
oh yeah. That's how it was. He was like, it wasn't that he actually liked it. He just like, I didn't want to die, and like every time I go out, I kill people. And
Even though
that's
he
how it's
was
real.
in no fear of death at all. But
No, yeah, he wasn't afraid, but he did. There was a moment, right, where he's like,
I'm
should
saying
I just let?
there was never a moment where he could have died. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah. But there was a moment where he was like, they're like, yo, we want to see, we want to see you die in combat. And he like thinks to himself, uh, hmm, I don't want to die. So he just goes and kills that person anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it was a
Um,
team of people. No, it was a team of people that sent after him. He just
it was
kills them all
3.
anyway.
It was 3.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Then afterward, he eventually it was
basically,
like
to
a
end it, he to cap it off, he has to fight a horde of zombies from the demon era.
yeah, the Demon King.
Yeah, from the Demon King era, because the war was still going on. He had to fight
Yeah.
a horde of zombies, and he just became a roaming assassin that works for anyone.
That's basically, which is a cool backstory. It's one of the coolest backstories so far. I just like how different his character design is. So it's literally he's just a tree who just has a bunch of knives in his like bark that he can pull out, and he has this poison that like just like it seems like a one hit kill. Yeah, so that's basically him. This is basically all to like convince to explain why he was a slave even though he was so powerful to the Terran the Garden, who was like the leader of Lydia. Yeah. So yeah. So now we can move back to Kuze's part because the episode split into two parts, one with Higari and one with Kuze.
His part
So we
was pretty
finally,
boring though. Like the gist of his part was just he had an angel.
yeah, yeah,
Like
I feel like yeah, he keeps on prison. He repeated it two times in the span of like 3 minutes. It was like, I have angel on my side. I have angel
like
on my
that's
side.
and that's all the episode was. Like it was, in my opinion, it
Yeah,
was a
like
very boring.
yeah,
Like his side
yeah.
was very boring. It was nothing.
You don't get to see why the orphanage is important to him, or like if it doesn't even feel like it is at all. It just seems like it just could be
It
anywhere,
doesn't
really.
look like he cares like at all.
Like yeah, it could be
We did
anywhere,
see
really. It's just like
Nihilo's power though,
yeah,
which
yeah.
she's
She
just
can
an
like
upgraded headphone jack.
yeah, she can just was it like was it wires or cords sprout her
She has
back and
4
kill
like
people? Yeah. So yeah, like at the very end, you get to finally see what this episode is partially named after, and that's what is it?
which
Mystique
I
Aquatic
will give it to him. Mystique
Yeah,
has a very cool design for an angel, in which
yeah,
she
he does.
doesn't look like an angel,
She looks like some kind of bird slash ghost slash human hybrid.
like a harpy, but without. feathers for for hands, for arms.
Yeah. Yeah, because like this whole episode, or like the whole show, show since we've seen him, we were convinced that he was a special person, and Angel was just like an accessory. Like we wouldn't really give like a name for, like it wouldn't be like a title character of these
Yeah,
episodes. And then
but
then it appears, and then they start talking about it, and then the same way with the narrator comes in and starts describing the character, and then they find it's like the Mystique, the quiet singer, and you're like, oh, she's the one, she's the main character.
she's essentially just a reaper of death that's been
Yeah,
around for a long time, and she
yeah.
chose to let I can't remember his name.
Kuze.
Kuze. She chose to let Kuze see her, and she's the
Yeah,
only person who she's let see her ever. I think.
yeah, yeah. The way she kills the thing is like it's kind of like, oh man, I don't want to make another Jujutsu Kaisen reference. It's kind of like, you know what I was gonna say, right? The way she kills people is like Sakun slashes.
Like
With
his shrine.
yeah, with with like the slash, it's like dismantle and cleave and stuff. But it just
I don't
kills
know.
people
It's
with
more
invisible
like
blade.
I don't know. I think it's more like she takes their soul because there's no visible damage on the body. They just kind of croak.
Really? I thought that was like slash, like blood and stuff everywhere.
I don't. No, I don't remember seeing blood at all. I just remember seeing them die.
But it was
I can go
dark.
back and check it right now though.
I got it pulled up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, there's no blood. She kinda just
Really?
kills them.
Oh,
It's like they just
hey,
lose their brains.
huh. Like it just brains get turned off. Um, I can look at that. I can look at that again another time. But yeah, that's basically the whole episode. It's just like just building more about Higari, the Pelagic, and what's the name, and Mystique and Kuze. You don't really get to find out anything really about Mystique, except just like what she basically is, and that she's a kind of angel of death, and that Kuze's the only one who can see her. Yeah, pretty good episode. Uh, hope we get to see the tournament in the season.
We're not,
Yeah, but dang,
sadly.
who else? Who else could they introduce at this point? I feel like they introduced everybody that was in. It's like been
No,
promotion.
there was a couple more people. Not really a couple because we haven't met the giant.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. That,
there were
that's
a
like the
couple
light
more
novel,
people.
like the light novel though, with the light novel cover. But so far in like the cover stuff of anime, we've seen everybody.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think that's all we have for this episode. Rio, you have any closing thoughts? Awesome.
Every time he's just silent.
That's great. And every time afterwards, when we laugh about it, he just starts laughing like, "Were you not there?"
I've been here. Every time y'all go on, I'll be listening, and then all of a sudden,
He's
I
on
stop
that.
listening.
I do want to
Yo,
mention
guess
real
who?
quick that I do have
I took
Yakuza
a deep
reincarnation
breath.
pulled up.
I took a deep breath, winded back up, heard you say, "All right," and I started laughing.
You were what?
I do have Yakuza reincarnation pulled up,
The manga
like
or
the
the light
manga.
novel?
Yes, the manga.
Oh, oh, well, yeah. We might watch that be next episode. Well, we can talk about that in the time. I think that's a good point to end the episode. Anybody else has anything to say though?
I'll take that as a no.
I see you on the next one, travelers.
Adios.
Right there.